Hello and welcome to Sonic Lore, History of Mobius. In my previous retelling of the RG Sonic story, I left things off with Sonic leaving his friends in Knothole with Uncle Chuck. Now it's time to learn how Sonic reunited with his friends and rejoined the fight against Robotnik. Several years had passed by since Sonic had last seen his friends. He was now 15 years old and working as a delivery boy at a chili dog stand that his uncle owned. During that time, he also got a pet dog named Mutski. One day, Sonic came racing back from testing out the new shoes that his uncle made for him. Chuck asked his nephew if the shoes he made were holding up. Sonic said that they were great and not a bit worn out. While Sonic was petting Mutski and praising his uncle, Chuck got a call from a customer. The call was for an order of 200 chili dogs. Chuck shouted with joy and proclaimed that they were rich, and Sonic celebrated the good news with a Sonic spin. Unbeknownst to them, Robotnik had recently banned all types of fun. Soon afterwards, Chuck made all of the chili dogs and had Sonic deliver them. While Chuck proudly watched Sonic leave to make the delivery, Mutski started growling and snarling. Chuck found out what was agitating Mutski when a SWAT bot grabbed him. The SWAT bot told Chuck that he was under arrest for smiling. Chuck asked the robot who authorized the arrest, and that's when Robotnik appeared and stated that it was on his authority. Chuck immediately realized that Robotnik was the customer who called him earlier when he recognized his voice. Robotnik then had his SWAT bots take Chuck and Mutski to Robotropolis. Meanwhile, Sonic arrived at the address in Robotropolis. He knocked on the door until Cluck answered it. Cluck had forgotten about Robotnik's chili dog order for a moment, but quickly remembered it. Sonic pulled out the bill for the order and wanted Cluck to give him the $300 for it. Cluck told Sonic to stay where he was and slammed the door in his face. As Sonic waited, he noticed that his surroundings suddenly darkened. He looked above and saw a checkered wrecking ball descend upon him. He barely dodged the wrecking ball, but the chili dogs weren't so lucky. Sonic realized that the delivery was a trap and rushed back to his uncle. He arrived too late and saw some SWAT bots tearing down his uncle's stand. Sonic became enraged and jumped on one of the SWAT bots. He demanded to know what had happened to his uncle and dog. The SWAT bot saw Sonic as a threat and attempted to eliminate him. Sonic easily dismantled all three of the SWAT bots with his speed. He picked up one of the SWAT bots' heads and checked the manufacturing label to see where it was made. He discovered that the SWAT bots were built in Robotropolis and headed there. As Sonic rushed back to Robotropolis, one of the SWAT bots alerted Robotnik's forces about him. Once Sonic reached Robotropolis, he planned to go into the city to beat up Robotnik and get the money for the chili dogs. Before he could look for Robotnik, Sally spooked him when she yelled for him to stop. Sonic was surprised to see a girl had snuck up behind him and called her out on it. Sonic and Sally didn't recognize each other, so when Sally told Sonic about herself and her plight, he didn't believe her. He tried to search for Robotnik again, but Sally tackled him to the ground before he could. Sonic was just about to tell her off, but she directed his attention to the buzz bombers patrolling the grounds for him. Sonic thanked Sally for saving him, and she told him that she knew the whereabouts of his uncle. Sally led Sonic through a shortcut to his uncle's location. By the time they got there, Chuck and Mutski had been transformed into robots and under Robotnik's control along with some other Mobians. Sonic was horrified to see what had happened to his uncle and dog. He tried to talk to his uncle, but it was futile. While Sonic was distracted by his uncle, Robotnik took the opportunity to grab Sally. Sonic angrily ran up to Robotnik and blamed him for his uncle's condition. Robotnik admitted to it and said that he would do the same thing to every living being on Mobius until nothing but his robots remained. Robotnik ordered his SWAT bots to take Sonic and Sally to be roboticized. However, Sonic began running around. He ran so fast that he created a tornado to sweep up the SWAT bots. Sonic quickly took Sally with him during the confusion and ran from Robotropolis. Sally directed him to the Great Forest and wanted Sonic to meet up with her group. Sonic said that no one lived in the Great Forest, but Sally corrected him and told him about the Freedom Fighters and their mission to free Mobius from Robotnik. She asked Sonic if he wanted to join their cause, and he accepted her offer. When Sonic met all of his old friends, he recalled their previous times together. Sometime later, Sonic was being chased by Robotnik. Robotnik had created a weapon called the Mega Mug to stop Sonic in his tracks. He tried to hit Sonic with it, but Sonic easily dodged his shots. Before he could get far, Sonic ran into one of Robotnik's badniks named Caterkiller. Robotnik quickly caught up to Sonic and demanded that he tell him the secret location of Knothole Village. He also threatened to encase Sonic in his Mega Mug forever. Sonic refused Robotnik's demand, so Robotnik and Caterkiller prepared to attack him. When Robotnik unleashed his Mega Mug, Sonic avoided it by jumping, thus causing it to hit Caterkiller. Robotnik was shocked that he had accidentally destroyed Caterkiller. He tried to insult Sonic, but Sonic made fun of him and then ran off to Knothole. Sonic entered the Great Forest and swung on a vine to open a tree stump, which was actually the secret entrance to Knothole. He slid down the tube that led to Knothole and landed safely. As soon as he arrived, he was greeted by Rotor and Tails. Sally then appeared, but instead of praising Sonic like the other two, she warned him about leaving a trail for Robotnik to follow. Sonic reassured her that he ran too fast to leave any traces for Robotnik. Tails tried to copy Sonic's move, but he tripped on a rock. Watching Tails made Sally say that it was cute that he idolized Sonic, just like everyone else. She tried to cover up her comment with a lie, and she and Sonic laughed about it. Antoine then appeared and stated that he had an important announcement. Sonic mocked Antoine, but Sally stopped him. Antoine then told everyone that a leak had been discovered in Knothole. He stated that the leak could potentially flood everyone out, or Robotnik could use his technology to find their location. Later on in Robotropolis, Crabmeat reported to Robotnik that their spy cam had caught something. Robotnik looked at the screen and saw that a group of people was wandering around the edge of the Great Forest. He ordered Buzz Bomber to follow him so that they could ambush the group. Meanwhile, Sonic and his friends were close to the source of the leak. Before they could proceed, Sonic stopped them since they were within range of Robotnik's spy satellites. Tails offered to go check things out, but Antoine stopped him. He boasted that he would go instead since he was a high-calibered warrior. Sonic agreed with Antoine and let him go ahead of them. As soon as Antoine took a step forward, he fell into a small pond. When Antoine called Sonic out for tricking him, Sonic revealed that the source of Knothole's leaking problem was the weeping willow trees. He told everyone that the trees were crying due to Robotnik destroying their friends in his attempt to find Knothole. Just as Sonic was pulling Antoine out of the puddle, Robotnik and Buzz Bomber showed up. Everyone ran, and Robotnik chased after them. He planned on using his wrecking ball to smash Sonic's friends first, but Sonic goaded Robotnik into chasing him instead. Robotnik tried to hit Sonic, but he missed and smashed a tree. Sonic led Robotnik up a hill into the well where his power ring was stored. When Sonic arrived at the well, he tried to get the ring, but he forgot that it needed time to surface. Robotnik and Buzz Bomber caught up to Sonic and prepared to get rid of him. Just when all hope seemed lost, Sonic got the power ring and used it to power himself up. He jumped through the ring and sent Robotnik's wrecking ball back at him. With Robotnik's vehicle destroyed, Sonic planned on taking him down. However, Robotnik got away with the help of Buzz Bomber. Later on, Sonic and his friends planted new saplings in the forest, causing the willows to stop crying. The next day, Sonic and Tails were running around in the Great Forest. Sonic came to a screeching halt when he noticed that Sally was standing near the edge of the forest. He ran up to her, but she told him she didn't have time to talk and was in a hurry. Sonic tried to warn her about being too close to the edge of the Great Forest. Before he could finish speaking, Sally cut him off and yelled at him. She then left in an angry mood. Tails pointed out Sally's attitude, and Sonic suspected that Antoine was behind it. Sonic and Tails quickly headed to Knothole to see Antoine. Just as they were about to use the secret entrance, Antoine suddenly appeared out of it, and they crashed into him. After Sonic made a snarky remark, Antoine handed him a letter from Sally. The letter stated that Sally had gone to meet Robotnik to negotiate for her father's return. She also ordered that no one interferes with her plan. Sonic became concerned for Sally's safety and raced off to find her with Tails and Antoine in tow. When the trio found Sally, they saw a Buzz Bomber with her. Sonic thought that Buzz Bomber was about to attack her and jumped into action. He was about to destroy the Badnik with a sonic spin, but Sally grabbed him in midair before he could, causing him to crash into the ground. Just then, Tails and Antoine showed up. Antoine assumed that Buzz Bomber had hypnotized Sally and was about to attack him, but Sally ordered them to stop. She told everyone that Buzz Bomber was her escort to a neutral site where she would negotiate with Robotnik. Everyone tried to warn Sally not to go, but she told them that she would be fine and left with Buzz Bomber. Sonic and Antoine agreed that they should follow Sally and prevent Robotnik's scheme. Before they could do anything, a cage made by Robotnik suddenly sprung up from the ground and captured the trio. Meanwhile, Buzz Bomber flew over one of Robotnik's factories and dropped Sally down a smokestack. When she landed, she was greeted by Robotnik. Sally said that Robotnik had broken their promise, but Robotnik retorted that machines couldn't make or break promises. He then had his SWAT bots grab her and drag her to the roboticizer. Sally screamed for Sonic to help her, but Robotnik stated he couldn't. Just before Robotnik had Sally thrown into the roboticizer, everyone heard a loud noise. Just then, Sonic came bursting through the wall and beheaded the SWAT bots that had Sally. Robotnik demanded to know how Sonic escaped from his trap. Sonic claimed that his sonic spin could cut through anything, including the roboticizer. As Sonic helped Sally up, Robotnik said that he couldn't cut through his atomic ray gun and attempted to pull it out. However, Robotnik was shocked when he found out that his gun was missing. That's when Antoine and Tails revealed that they had pickpocketed it from him. Sally asked Antoine if he had received her proclamation from Rotor, and Antoine told her that he did. As they were talking, Sonic destroyed Robotnik's roboticizer. Sonic threatened Robotnik and then carried Sally out of the factory, while Antoine ensured that Robotnik didn't try anything while they escaped. Sonic found a wagon and took everyone back to Knothole. When they got back, the trio celebrated their victory. Rotor asked Sally if the plan had succeeded, but Sally told him that everything had gone wrong. Sonic overheard them and was confused about Sally's statement since they had won. Rotor asked Sally a question, but she cut him off with a no before he could finish. She then said that she was rescued by Sonic & Co., which confused the trio even more. Sally took off her boot and asked Sonic if he noticed anything about it. Sonic guessed incorrectly, which frustrated Sally, and she told Rotor to explain it. Rotor told everyone that he had designed the boots with various tech in their soles. He then revealed that Sally planned to be put in the roboticizer. Once inside, the boots would analyze the machine, and they could reverse the roboticizer's effects. Once he heard all that, Sonic realized why Sally's proclamation told them not to interfere. Sally then began ranting about how they could have freed all of Robotnik's robot slaves and went to her room. Sonic & Co. felt guilty about ruining the plan, but Rotor said that they would keep on trying. On one sunny day, Sonic caught something while fishing. He reeled in his catch, which was a robotic fish named Jaws. Jaws suddenly ate Sonic's fishing pole and then started to eat the dock. Sonic took a look at Jaws and realized that he was one of Robotnik's creations. Before Sonic could think about what to do, Jaws ate the dock's support beams, causing Sonic to plunge into the water. Sonic slid down an underwater slide and then swam after Jaws. He chased after Jaws to an underwater cavern. He tried to use his speed to catch Jaws before he could escape, but before he could catch up, he got captured in a fishnet trap. Sonic was taken into the cavern and discovered that there was a roboticizer in it. Jaws was delighted that he had captured Sonic and planned to roboticize him. Meanwhile, Rotor and Tails were on their way to meet up with Sonic. When they arrived, they were shocked to see that the dock was destroyed and Sonic was missing. Rotor figured that something was amiss and told Tails that he would be back after getting something. Not long afterward, Rotor came back with a bathysphere that he had been working on for months. At the same time, Jaws was showing Sonic how the roboticizer turned even aquatic life into robots. He boasted that Robotnik would rule over everything, but Sonic protested. Jaws slowly dragged Sonic towards the machine, but Sonic escaped by shredding the fishnet with a sonic spin. However, the move caused him to use up all of his oxygen. Sonic slowly began drowning, and Jaws gleefully watched. Just when Jaws was about to tear out Sonic's throat, Rotor blasted him with a torpedo. Sonic was glad to be saved by Rotor and Tails. He then swallowed some air bubbles to regain his breath. Sonic used his spin attack to destroy the roboticizer, and Jaws swam away. Afterwards, Sonic and his friends returned to the surface and had lunch. Days later, Sonic was called to Rotor's workshop by Sally. When Sonic arrived, Sally noted that he was slightly late, but Sonic said he had stopped on the way to make himself a chili dog. He asked Sally what the problem was and joked about it, but Sally informed him that the situation was serious. Sally screamed out that Rotor had been turned into a robot, and Sonic was shocked when he saw him. Sonic prepared to take out his old friend, but suddenly, Sally and Rotor started laughing. Sonic was confused about what was going on, so Rotor revealed that he was only wearing contacts and a clip-on jaw. Once Sonic calmed down, Rotor attached the jaws and contacts onto him. Sally then whispered a plan to Sonic, which he agreed would work. Later on, in the Great Forest, Sally screamed for Tails to help as Sonic chased her. She hid behind Tails, who was horrified to see Sonic as a robot. Sonic stopped and said he wasn't programmed to capture two live creatures. He then ran to report to Robotnik. Sally thanked Tails for saving her and asked him to keep the incident a secret between them. Later on, Tails made a newspaper about his heroic feat. Buzz Bomber suddenly swooped in and stole one of Tails' newspapers. Buzz Bomber quickly headed back to Robotropolis to tell Robotnik about the news. Just as he was about to tell him, Robotnik revealed that Sonic had already come to him. Buzz Bomber was confused about Sonic's appearance, so Sonic told him that he fell into a disguised roboticizer. Buzz Bomber warned Robotnik that Sonic might be tricking him, but Robotnik called him an idiot since he had considered it. He said that he planned on testing Sonic's loyalty by having hhim tell him where Knothole is so that he can destroy it. Robotnik ordered Sonic to tell him the location of Knothole, but Sonic began stalling. Before Sonic could be discovered, an alarm went off. Buzz Bomber informed Robotnik that there was a disturbance in one of the factories. Robotnik quickly discovered that there was something wrong at the Crab compound. Buzz Bomber offered to send a squadron to check it out, but Sonic said he could do it instead. Robotnik sent Sonic to the compound and revealed to Buzz Bomber that something there would test Sonic's loyalty. Meanwhile, at the Crab compound, Sally and Antoine waited for Sonic to show up. When Sonic arrived, he stopped so fast that his fake jaw accidentally flew off and bit Antoine's foot. After Sonic recovered his fake jaw, he told Sally that Robotnik was a little suspicious of him, but he managed to trick him. Sally was glad to hear the news and told Sonic they could proceed with the plan. While Sally helped Antoine back to Knothole, Sonic went into the Crab compound to blow it up. When Sonic entered the factory, he was shocked to find his Uncle Chuck. Sonic removed his disguise and ran up to his uncle while calling his name. He tried to reach out to his uncle and said he could take him away from Robotropolis, but Chuck said that he couldn't rest and he would call Mutski. Sonic was happy to know that his dog was in the factory as well. When Chuck called Mutski, Sonic was ready to receive a kiss from his dog. However, Mutski nearly bit Sonic and revealed that he was a robot as well. Sonic was furious about what Robotnik had done to his family and ran out of the factory. He decided to change his plan and quickly put his disguise back on while heading back to Robotnik. When Sonic returned to Robotnik, he lied about the problem at the compound. Robotnik was pleased with Sonic's lie and ordered him to enter the coordinates of Knothole so that his missile could destroy it. Sonic entered the coordinates and Robotnik was ecstatic about it. Suddenly, they heard a loud explosion from nearby. Robotnik looked out the window and saw that the missile had destroyed his largest factory, where the Buzz Bombers were created. Robotnik realized that Sonic had tricked him, but he suddenly screamed in pain. It turned out that Sonic had attached the fake jaws to Robotnik's rear. Sonic made his escape and went back to Knothole. And that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all stick with me for more. Thank you.